Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm Dear Darling, and I'm sitting in a weird position. Why don't we see what's going on our lovely little island of Fawnhollow today? It has occurred to me we haven't spoken to Pashmina yet since she's moved in, so we should probably do that as well within our daily chores before we get into the customization of whatever we're doing up in the top right. But yeah, what we've been up today, I actually just recorded a lot of Spiritfarer. Like, I've got enough videos now for, like, 2 weeks, so that's pretty good, I guess. But anyway, hello there, everyone. Right now in Fawnhollow, it's 4:06 PM on Monday, October 26, 2020. No news to share today, but let's give this week our all, okay? This has been Isabel, signing off. I also forgot to tell Benny that, Pashmina moved in. I have to do that at some point. Not that it's particularly important, this is sort of a whatever thing. But anyway, let's do some stuff. To my pal dear, had a strange dream about you last night. You were absolutely crushing some noodle soup, like you were tearing into it, just getting wild. Anyway, I woke up hungry and decided to write you, tastily, Raymond. Noodle soup. That's interesting. I do like ramen. Ramen noodle. It's been a while, dear. I was worried that I might have offended you or something. Anyway, nice to see you again. Oh, has it really been that long? Let's chat. So recently I saw Jack from Florum. I heard I was so busy the other day that they might not have had taken a break to eat pitter patter. I should have offered them a snack, shouldn't I? Why do I only realise these things when it's too late? Lily, you are too relatable. Halloween party news. October 31st is Halloween, and we'll be kicking off our festivities at 5 PM sharp. Yes, I hope to see all of you there, and don't forget to bring your candy. Oh, hello Sahara, I see you're our visitor for today. So I guess we'll do our daily exchange. We are indeed calling you Sahara. I do like ramen. I do like udon. I do like noodles in general. I didn't actually like noodles a lot when I was younger, to be honest, which is a bit weird, considering I'm Chinese and all that. but something that's grown on me. Like my family, especially my dad, super likes jjajangmyeon, which I'm not sure if what it's more commonly known as in the West. Black bean sauce? That's probably right. And this is the Chinese version, not the Korean version, which is like jjajangmyeon. I can't speak Korean. Yeah, it's a black bean. It's got very, I don't know, particular taste. I don't know how to describe it. Which I didn't really like it much when I was younger, but now I'm older, I kind of like it again. It's like it's grown on me, I suppose. I'll admit, perhaps my taste buds have evolved. Probably less wanting to eat sweet things. And also, to be fair, that was basically the large majority of the noodles we had. We never really had Japanese noodles, like ramen, with what's the broth called? I sure do. I actually can't remember it. Dashi. There we go. Miso. Actually, miso's okay. And I don't even care much for miso now. But when I went to Japan for the first time, went to like a ramen. What are they called? With noodle shops, like I was gonna call them a ramen. Yeah, that's definitely not right. They have a special name, but I can't remember. Izakaya, something like that. Anyway, just some random ramen shops and noodle shops. I had some delicious ramen, and I'm like, wow, I really like this. Delicious noodles. If I am sort of more of a rice person over noodles. No, depending on my mood. I can go either way. Sort of like it's hard to say. What did you give us then? Red message mat, aluminium rug, peach stripes rug, wildflower medal. We got street art wall, swamp flooring. All right, that's pretty cool. We'll do a bit of Nook shopping to see what we got to buy. KK marathon. I'm pretty sure we've got this. I don't know why that's a marathon. That's not marathon artwork, is it? Let's see if Pashmina is out and about. Oh, what are you wondering about, Fuchsia? Dear, guess I might as well ask, you know. The other day I had a nickname for you and I thought, oh, that's good. They called you Sweetkins. So, you mind if I hop onto that bandwagon and call you that too? Not at all. For serious, you know? Wow, thanks, Sweetkins. Sure, you can. Whatever nicknames you come up with, I will always say yes to. For the jars, we get to see what Pashmina's house looks like as well. Don't know what it looks like. Whoa, it's a diner. It's very red. How goes it? Take a load off and stay a while, kiddos. I want to chat. Your face totally reminds me of a cover band I was in for like a day. We got all done up on our first shirt and drove down to a venue. But when we realised we left our gear at home 2 towns over, we actually broke up on stage. The drive back was mega awkward. What a disaster, kiddos. Bwahaha. You really just sort of go with the flow, don't you, Pashmina? Anyway. I'm trying to think. There's a lot of different types of noodles. You know what I do want to try? Is in a movie called Parasite, they have something which is... What's it called? It's like Jamyandong or whatever, which is basically a combination of 2 very popular... Well, as I understand it, it's a combination of 2 very popular, like, instant noodle type things that you can get in Korea. One being jjajangmyeon, and the other being... Sorry, jjajangmyeon. Because it's Korean. And the other being, some sort of seafood noodle dish? I don't really remember. Binging about Babish did an episode on it. It was pretty cool. And I was like, man, I want to try that. And maybe just put, like, sirloin steak in it, which is absurd. I think, like, we already bought this, didn't we? I'm not sure if we did. We'll buy it again, just in case. Not many other Halloween costumes out here, I suppose. Suppose we can buy one of these. Just for funsies. We might need to clear out our storage soon. I don't know how much we got in there. Oh, I think our storage is full. She just shipped them directly into our inventory, which doesn't really make sense. But that's fine. We'll go buy the Halloween candy. And then, we will sort out our storage. And then. I don't know why I'm saying then that many times. We will do a bit of customization. Probably. Well, I also need to go into the village home. You know, that's what we'll do today. We'll spend some time to talk to our villagers who we haven't spoken to for ages. At least once. We don't have to give them gifts, but, you know, at least talk to them. Because it's been a while, hasn't it? I could liven up my home decor with a tea set. It'll reduce the amount of time we had to decorate, but that's fine. We got all the time in the world to decorate. I don't know why I'm scrolling down. We don't need any of this. So let's go to our storage and try and sort out what we got in there. Oh gosh, I feel like it was called Jjapaguri, wasn't it? One of them was called Jjapaguri, and the other is called something. But they translated it as like ramdon, right? Because it's meant to be like ramen and udon combined together. Something like that. Hold on, let's see. Parasite noodle dish. Jjapaguri with steak. It's a mix of, let's see. So we don't have any storage space. All right, we've got storage space for this stuff, eh? And 2 weeds. Let's try and sort out what we got and what we don't need. Start with clothing, I suppose. I don't see any duplicates. Oh, there's one. Probably don't need both aloha tops. Don't need both lacy tanks. Or leopard prints. Or mattress plaid shirt. At some point I was meant to give these out as gifts. I just can't be bothered. CBA. Which does mean that if I do want to give these out as gifts, I need to order them. But let's put these in storage. We can check them out in storage. See what they look like. I'm trying to see what the noodles were. Ah, it's a dish created by combining chapaghetti and neoguri. There we go. And they're both, like, as I understand it, fast food sort of brands. Not fast food, instant noodle brands, sorry. In Korea. One being based off jjajangmyeon and the other being based off something. Seafood noodles. I want to try that. A sirloin steak. Sirloin steak, of course, being a ridiculously expensive cut of meat, which is completely ridiculous to put on those instant noodle dishes. Which, you know, symbolic in the movie. If you watched it, you would understand, probably, or maybe not. I don't know. Oh, there's the label shorts. We should not sell the label shorts. They're expensive and designer. That'd be good enough. Probably. Jjapaguri Neoguri. Let's see if there's Wikipedia pages. Jjapaguri or Jjapaguri. Excuse me, Google. Jjapaguri. Wikipedia. And what's the other one? Neoguri. Jjapaguri is a brand of ramyeon produced in Nongshim, South Korea. It's the first instant noodle product to resemble jjajangmyeon in South Korea. It's the second highest selling brand of instant noodles in Korea. Its name is a portmanteau of jjajangmyeon, also romanized as jjajangmyeon, and spaghetti. Why spaghetti though? Honestly, that doesn't sound too bad, having an instant noodle version of jjajangmyeon. Sorry, jjajangmyeon. I don't actually know if you pronounce it myeon or myeon in Korean. Again, don't speak Korean. I speak Chinese and Japanese, sort of. Not amazingly well. Let's sell these off. And let's go speak to our villagers who we haven't spoken to for a while. Neoguri. Literally, raccoon dog is a brand of ramyeon. What's ramyeon and ramyeon? Ramyeon? Or is that a typo? I don't know. That looks like a typo in a Wikipedia article. If any Wikipedia editors, I suppose, are out there, there you go. It's exported to 18, and it's the fourth highest selling brand of noodles. It's well known for its thick noodles and its spicy seafood flavour. The Korean version, oh hello Raymond, has a big piece of kombu, while the US version does not have kombu. Oh, it's in America. Yes, I'm glad you came to visit. Let's chat. So you've been getting ready for Halloween, or what, say Levy? You know that some of the Fawnhollow locals are going to hit you up for candy, right? Hope you have the right kind of treats for everyone, unless you want to get tricked. It's very intimidating, Raymond. I don't know how to feel about that. Oh, I guess I should also look up at some point, what the Halloween event's like. Jjapaguri with steak. Oh, I really want to, I don't know. Noodles, this is like one of those foods. Do you ever do this when you're like super hungry? You just like look up pictures of food? Because you know you can't eat them right now, because you're not hungry enough, but like, you just kind of like want to imagine yourself eating them. The two I always do it with. I always do it with pizza, or I do it with noodles. I don't know why. It's just looking at those pictures of Jjapaguri. It seems so tasty. I want to try it. If only I was a good chef. I feel like if I was a good chef, I'd... Wait, we don't know how to make this? Wait, you're giving us a bamboo recipe in autumn? Pardon me? What? It's just bizarre, Caesar, to be honest. What was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. Yeah, when I'm like really hungry, I'll just like look up pictures of pizza or noodles. Because I'm just like, I just want to like imagine eating it. Better get your candy ready and costuming gear, because this Halloween's gonna rock super hard, you know. Yeah, I guess we will have to figure out what sort of outfit we'll go for on Halloween itself. We can do that the day before. It's fine. We got time. We got time I was gonna say a wasting. That's the wrong word. A plenty. Let's see who else we got out and about that we can chat to. Oh yeah, we need to sort out this stuff. Oh, we need to move Able Sisters. That's true. Oh my god, we had to move everything. Everything's in the wrong location. Oh, hello, Baron. Sort of just vibing over here, are you? Yo, how are you, Dab? I like to name my muscles. Like in my six-pack, I got Abigail, Abdul, Abe, Abby, Abel, and Abner. My abs. Just the weirdest thing you've said to me, Ryan. I don't really know what to make about. Oh, Savannah. Oh, we talked to you and Nix, weren't you? We haven't spoken to Vivian and Audie yet. And then we'll fill up this random hole we got left in our cliff, right? Over here. Yarr. I mean, it might be amusing to have a mini sort of canyon thing. Oh yeah, this is our big mountain. Mount Doe. Mount Deer. Mount Deer sounds a bit cocky. Maybe let's not call it that. Fawn Mountain. Something like that? That sounds alright. I can't even remember where I moved Vivian's house. I was going to go up to it, and now I realise it's not there anymore. So how you doing, Audies? Oddly, you... Oh, your head is in the wall. I'm so fab, you're here. Not much longer until Halloween. The end of the month is so close and I still have so much work to do. Decorations to buy, pranks to plot. Yep. Halloween? Halloween is totes the busiest time of year for me and I love it. I've never heard anyone called Halloween Halloween. That's probably the craziest thing I've ever heard. But anyway. Yeah, does anyone else do that? When they're hungry, but they can't eat food, or like they shouldn't eat food at the moment. They just like look up pictures of food. Like looking up like New York style pizzas is also, it's just like, it just makes me go, I want that. What's this beeping noise? I have no idea what it is. Sometimes that happens when people hold their mobile phones too close to the microphone, but mine's quite far away. I've got some notifications from my friend. Close whatever I'm doing here. Where is Vivian's house again? It's like over here somewhere. I don't know. I'll reply to that later. Where did I put your house, Vivian? Oh, you were just not in. I thought it was someone else's house for a bit. Okay, let us dance. No. Let us no. Let us sort out this cliff area, and then we'll move Amelia's house up there. What are these blue roses as well? I wonder if we can build things and also move houses on the same day. I'm not sure if we can, but I've never tried, to be fair. Okay, let's try and figure out what on earth we're doing on this mountainous area. I feel like we should also have some, like, cliff things which you can hop along. You know, kind of like Old Harry in UK, which is like a chalk stack. Or whatever, off the coast of, I don't know, Dorset? I don't know. See, I normally only do that food searching thing when I get like late night cravings. You know, it's like midnight and you're like, man, I'm hungry. I'm gonna nourish my brain with imaginary food, or the thought of eating food. And for a little bit it makes you a little bit hungrier, but then it also, like, you know, it's sort of like your brain is like, oh, I'm satisfied, you know, looking at that. I can't be the only one who does that. Or maybe I am, in which case I'm a little bit crazy, but still. Oh, I really want some noodles now. I really miss it, because in Japan there was this place called, was it Ippido Ramen? No, Ichiran Ramen. You basically walk in and there's like a vending machine where you can put in the things you want for your ramen, and then they give you like tickets and you like fill in a little form and you just go sit down in like your own mini booth or whatever. Just like give the chefs the tickets and stuff. And you get your own bowl of ramen. Just like, I don't know. If I was a better chef, I feel like I'd cook great food for myself all the time. Alas, I am not a very good chef. I'm a mediocre chef who also does not care about food all that much, surprisingly. So maybe I wouldn't now think about it. That's a good point. That's a good point, but I didn't think of until just this moment. Where exactly are we going to put Amelia's house, do you think? I'm a decent baker, though. I think we were going to put it here, weren't we? Or we could put it here. If we put it here, then that means we actually need to fill this entire area up with things, right? Which is going to be a bit difficult. And what's the point of having these, like... Well, if we put a house here, it's easy, I think, to fill up this area because it's sort of like one interconnected area. I think that's true. I think we want to do it like here. Which I think might be where we initially placed it, but... Now, do we want it here or over one? I actually think we want it on this spot, maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think we want it in that spot. Get rid of this. What? How do I... Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because now we've got a little bit of space, so we could actually have like a private area back here just for her. It can't be very big, so it'd have to be like something very small, like a bench or something, or it could just be a private path. Or we could just like put a fence in, but it would just be like a mini garden or something. That'd be cute. I think having some sort of wintry theme thing at the back there would be quite nice. And then we've got to figure out what we're doing over here. And I want some island pillars to make it seem like a landmass. You know, like put a pillar here, put a pillar here. This one could be a big one. That one could be a solo one. This one can be like a diagonal piece. Maybe like this. And then put another here. Does that look okay? Or is that... The fact that these are so square makes it look kind of weird, I think. Maybe not put it so far out. Maybe we'll put it like here. So you just got some like pillaresque island things. Like coastal erosion or something like that. You know? Okay, let's get sorted in moving Amelia's house up there. And then we will sort of walk around a bit and try and figure out exactly where we're putting the other buildings. Which I think is kind of important. We need to move those trees as well. We can have some trees up here, but then they should mostly be the pine trees, shouldn't they? Yeah, it's really hard to judge. Anyway, dip into our savings. I don't know. Well, but there's so many different types of noodles out there. So many good ones, so many tasty ones. I will say I like what you call chow mein. Sorry, chow mein. Lily record player. Go put your record on. Tell me your sorry. Tell me your favorite song. As I go ahead, let your head down. We can just sell most of those things. I don't think we... Moldy dress. What does this even look like? Ooh. That is indeed rather moldy. We could probably sell the other stuff. Someone throwing away their bathroom. It feels a bit suspicious. Digging it out of a recycling bin, but hey, there we go. Let's grab the ABD. Well, not grab the ABD. Get some money out from the ABD. So we can move Amelia's house. Tom Nook, hello. It'd be nice if you could just... I mean, you're the one who controls our bank account. I feel like you could just, like, take the money from our bank account, you know? We don't have to hand it towards you, hand by hand, but, you know, based in Japan, you know, very paper-centric country. Yes, we do want a media up there. A paper-based country. So there we go. So Amelia, where do you want to move? Where we're going to move you? Why, certainly. A new location you've handpicked for me sounds lovely. It's good to shake things up every now and again, Dawn. I'm actually surprised, Amelia, that you haven't picked up someone else's catchphrase yet. With how long you've been here as well. We will, of course, move Amelia's house. I suppose we could build the ramp as well, if it allows us to. Do we want natural ramps? I don't know. I don't want to build a ramp and later have to demolish it anyway, so maybe we'll do the ramps once we've done everything else. Which sounds a bit counterintuitive and probably very inconvenient, if anything, but it's fine. That just be how it be, you know, sometimes. It just indeed be like that. So I believe we had to stand here for it. If I remember exactly. Let's see what this looks like. Before we too hastily put it down as a spot. Do I like the look of that? Or should it be over one more? No, I think I like it with a little bit of a path to the side. Just give it a little bit of room to breathe. I don't know why we're celebrating. It's not that exciting. Whether she likes it or not, her house is moving there, so she's sort of got not really much of a say in the matter, does she? Which is a bit of a dictatorial way to think about it, if you ask me. So let's think about it. Where exactly do we want to put Apollo's buildings and stuff like that? So we want this to be the metropolis. We want this to be the museum. Or we could not put the museum here and put something else. Put museum to... The museum could go to the left here. A bit more to the left. That's true. That is true. Like we could put the museum here. I think it's better here, but the only annoying part is it can't be centered. Wait, how can it not be centered? Isn't the door too wide, or is it 3 wide? Let's go have a look at our actual museum ourselves. Because I feel like the museum is 7. Oh, it's got a 3 wide door. What a nuisance. What a nuisance you are, museum, huh? You ever think about other people when you decided to be like that? I'm sorry, it's very rude, I don't mean to bully you, museum. Sleeping on the job, Sahara. It's called you Savannah almost. That does make this a little bit awkward. So the museum's going to have to be slightly offside. That's okay, I think. The museum can be slightly off-centre. It can be slightly to the left because it fits the spring quadrant more than the winter quadrant. But how far left? Like, we could put it here instead. And then this, oh, but we want it to be like a farming section of the spring, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is actually 7 wide. So this could perfectly fit the museum. But wouldn't it look weird? Like, imagine we're standing here. Imagine the museum's over there to the side. I mean, I think if we balance it out with buildings on this side, it should be okay. So then we could put like nooks here. Nooks is going to be a big building, so we need to give it a lot of space. And Apollo's house can either go here or it can go down here. It could be like a second street we've got going on. That's true, we can have Able Sisters and Apollo's house here. And then it'll be like a high street. I don't know, I think we'll have to move the other 2 buildings first to really properly know. It's really hard to tell, isn't it? It's really hard to tell. It's... What? Why is it so hard? What are we going to do with this massive space as well? Because we have such a large space in front of Amelia's house. Unless we want to put Apollo's house down here. No, we don't want to put Apollo's house down here, it's too close. But we could put Able Sisters down here, actually. No, but we don't want to put it in front of here, because this is meant to be a natural section. So we could put Able Sisters here, Apollo's house here, something like that. And it's okay to have a lot of space, because that means we can put future buildings. Like the cafe and stuff, which are presumably coming in a future update at some point. Sorry, I was leaning very far away from my mic. If I'm quiet, my apologies. But we don't have enough time really to do much else. What can we do in like 2 minutes? Not really anything. I suppose we can dig up some flowers and then sell them. Just continue clearing, because we'll have to come down here eventually to work on the autumn section, or fall section if you're American, of the island. Which I very much have no plans for, because that was originally going to be the metropolitan area. But now it's going to be the farming area, I suppose. Because that's where the pumpkins should go. And you know, it's the harvest season and whatnot. I don't know. I was going to say that maybe we should put the campsite in the bottom right. But you don't go camping in autumn, do you? You go camping in summer. So it really should stay in the bottom left. It's so difficult. So difficult. Coming up with ideas. Especially with how slow it is to do things in Animal Crossing sometimes. You just sort of... You only know if it looks good once you see it sometimes. The mind's eye just isn't accurate. I really do want some noodles now, though. It's been a long time since I've had instant noodles, though, to be honest. Like, I had, like, what's it called? Pot noodle. Oh, I hadn't. Like, the first time I tried pot noodle was this random girl on a train was eating it in front of us. Me and my sister. And then she gave, like, a noodle to each of us or something. I don't remember that. I feel like she was eating it with her fingers, which is, you know, just utterly absurd. Now I think about it. I had instant noodles. Actually, I had instant noodles in Japan. I forgot about that. I think. Did I have it? I feel like I did. Maybe I just made it up. No, I'm pretty sure I did. Let's just sell all this stuff. I can't be bothered. We don't need any of this, probably. Don't need these materials. Don't need a cedar sapling. Garbage bin. You're a garbage bin. That's very rude. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I went off that noodle thread a long time ago. Just keep thinking back to it. I just really want some noodles. But anyway, let's round up this episode off here. So if you haven't been watching, thank you very much. This has been Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I've been Dear Darling. Any likes, comments, and subscriptions are greatly appreciated. And if you want, just join me, Dear Darling, Discord down in the description below. Say hello to me, ask me questions if you want. I'm down to chat. Anyway, I hope we can see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now. Have some Jjapaguri if you're Korean, which I don't imagine you are. That's probably, I'm going to stop there.